When one documents or films about something, one can see what is filmed or documented. When see again, one sees better. Through thinking process, one might also see otherwise. See again, see insight. Dear viewer, I hope you all are well, and life is treating you well too.
I think if you're filming or taking pictures like that, then you should give them some money.
That's why I did it. Because
Yeah,
I
because you're-
Oh, maybe that's why, because I didn't give
you
him
can't just go and
anything.
film or take-
I mean, you're taking a video of his work,
Yeah, his
of
work.
his
Then you should give them
art,
something.
and he's sitting there for hours. And you might post that video online on your Facebook or your Instagram to get some likes, and you should give him £1 or £2.
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
maybe that's why he looked at me and he stopped his
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, you should be saying, well, this is my performance.
Exactly.
It's like, I'm producing some art or something, so you're watching me, you should be paying me to do that.
But
The hat travels. You could have like a new blog page.
Yeah, maybe.
Leroy's hat traveling around the world sort of thing.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Maybe
An
gonna do that.
alternative. Yeah.
If
The
I'm
hat.
earning some money with that, I'll give you some.
oh, it's gone in, Paul.
Oh, dear. Hope you
Kill it,
enjoyed
kill it, kill it.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill it.
No, don't kill it.
When I'm back,
Some of them are really nice.
some of them are really nice.
It's gonna be in pain. I need to kill it because it's going to be in pain. ในวันร้ายก็เลยวันน้อยก็สร้างมันขาดเด้อโพดในวันร้ายก็เลยวันน้อยก็สร้างมันขาดเด้อโพดในวันร้ายก็เลยวันน้อยก็สร้างมันขาดเด้อโพดในวันร้ายก็เลยวันน้อยก็สร้างมันขาดเด้อ
Yeah, do a. Yeah, just scan it and send it through.
Yeah, that would be great.
Remind me. Do you see email? You're still using email.
Yeah, I'm using email.
I think I've got some old emails for a long time.
I can write you
Yeah,
an email address
Also
on
wir
a
haben
piece of
heute
paper.
keine mehr
And
bekommen.
you can send me a mail,
Da
so
müssen
I've
dann
got your
eigentlich
address.
zwei Pakete sein.
I think I was just looking at some old emails from here, and I'm sure there's one from you. But
It's dead now.
Yeah, way back.
Hättest du Packers haben
Must be around 2009
Wir haben
when
erst
you
überlegt,
came
aber
over.
haben es dann sein lassen.
yeah, then I'll just take it back. We've got some good scanners at work.
Oh, his friend come. Look.
Yeah.
His friend come now.
Ja. Aber auch kein letztes. Wir haben sogar noch
Taking some
wir haben
cheddar
noch-
cheese back from you.
Cheaper in Germany. You go for leader vintage cheddar is really
We used to bring you that.
cheap in Germany. They look
Wenn wir bei Lidl englische Woche haben, dann kriegst du das auch günstig.
really nice from England, yeah. Cheddar €2, €1.99 for 250 grams. Really nice cheese.
Bear it in here.
Cheaper than
There's another one. This is a dynamic document film I produced for you. Throughout viewing, by any means, if you have doubtful thoughts or may be confused, lost, or tired of viewing the film, it means the document that it works. Eventually, it will be one of the experiences that you will remember, whether positive or negative. You should find a new language in and from the following materials. Through practice-based, this is a digital participatory filmmaking project in the essay film tradition that explores not only alternative filmmaking, but also rural gay Thai men's lived reality on film, enabling the author and the participants to express, for example, their thoughts, stories, experiences, activities, behaviors, pleasures, relationships, and so on, through a digital mobile phone and participatory reporting. This dynamic method is invented through the combination of arts, digital filmmaking, and reporting experiences, and by means of the aforementioned in and for dynamic document film, I am not only expressing but also documenting and disseminating the experiences and stories where I could not communicate the same via other forms. I can never be so certainty about what the future will bring me to, since anywhere I was and will be living, or even now, could be considered not only a place to experience or appreciate life, also to live, but to dream about. It is a home for the time being. Even if home or a home is where one comes from, or where one can go back to. Often, home might be one's home for a while, and there will be a time when one has to leave the home. This was caused by the everyday circumstances. Over the uncertainty, I found a home, not a building. This home is my soulmate, my home in so many important means, in and for my life. This is valueless. With the home, I know that my life will not be always safe from storms. So will I be in the rains, walk through the winds, and lost sometimes. But I feel safe. And knowing that He will always shine the light through with His support throughout to the sunshine with me. To my best, I wish to continue looking after this beautiful home as long as I can. It's alright. I'm Noom. Noom. Yes. Lovely to meet you. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye. Even though living in this world where people are trying to understand the world, however, we are being lacked understanding about each other. Recently, I am not sure if there is any community that one can really be predicted everything about the future and all totally be oneself or say and do without considering the circumstances that may occur later. Though, even if we might think that we are not obliged to express anything unless we wish to do so. However, we do, and over some occasions we really do. For instance, one has to express or say things during a conversation with their peers or in an interview. Likewise, those who are giving an instruction. So, whatever one does or says will be considered the material that may be used in and for a future event by perceivers, who were the listeners and audiences then. The fact they are evidenced by the perceivers, apart from the information they may perceive will be stored in their mind. For some reasons, it might be put into several means: writing, audio, and video or film. Some people might use it for educating others, whereas someone might use it against others, and or the others will use the materials against oneself. Undeniably, it is what is happening in an uneven community. I might express that when I come to England in 2007. During the first week of my arrival, I did not have a personal phone to call Mum in Thailand. So then, with some pound coins, I had to use a public telephone box, which was costly at the time, to give Mum a brief call, letting her know that I'm safe, while starting another chapter of my life in a new environment, an unfamiliar culture, where I had much hope that life would not be treating someone who is different as the way I was treated in the past. In reality, life is still full of challenges for one who is different. An Asian man from rural Thailand like myself is one of the many. And unlike most foreigners, whose English is not so advanced, in every possible way, I had to perform much harder in order to understand while capable of living. Importantly, that I will be able to communicate, talk, and write the language and work to achieve qualifications I aim for. Got hit by life storms, as well as been through several conditions. Of course, many times I was weak because of people and tasks or obligations, so that I had to stop and think. Since being who I am, my life has never been completely comfortable, however, full of challenges, but being uncomfortable has given me means to appreciate the so-called life as well as excitement. It because within that there are materials I can learn about, so can others learn from me. It is important that all everyday experiences can be seen, so others can learn about. Underreported stories and experiences are remained countless. Meanwhile, to live and to dream, one should express instead of silence. Although this is a digital filmmaking project, the main motives for conducting this research are to explore. The focus is not just gay men, but also their stories. In this case, of gay men in rural Thailand, I would like to point out that the term gay in Thai is blurred between itself and queer practices. For example, men who might be questioning who they are while exploring their sexuality with both same-sex and or opposite ones.
They're the same as the others, but less flat on the sole. So I didn't realise.
It's got the curve for walking, I think.
LGBTIQ activists and media reporters have expressed that in Thailand, gay men and the community currently struggles with lack of acceptance in countless means. For example, employment opportunities, access to healthcare, housing, education, where it is influenced by traditional thoughts. This challenge is similar elsewhere in the world. Reports in Samui Times and Bangkok Post claim that even though same-sex is practicable, however, same-sex Thai partner and their families are not given the same legal protections as heterosexuals in medical emergencies. Meaning, in the case of an accident or a severe trauma, partners are considered no more than friends. While these example events are happening, several modern film directors have depicted gay themes and characters. Yet, in filling gaps and knowledge, including filmmaking and research, there are challenges at large fundamental about gays and all queer need to be explored, and there are still numerous means to explore through film. Little research has been carried out through this medium, particularly about rural gay men or queer in Thailand. By means of exploration, this project aims not only to explore filmmaking as a critical creative practice, but to dynamic document and express everyday experiences of gamers through practice-based research. The project intends to offer awareness alongside new understandings of Thai gaming and whether this is a category they subscribe to, while ensuring that their stories no longer remain not only underreported or unsaid, but documented, disseminated, and archived academically.
Hello.